Not sure if we are live yet or not. Hey, Mr. Ban. How are you doing? Let's see here. All right. Howdy. So, the reason I titled this video the way I did is because by playing it the proper way, I mean playing it accurate to the area. Are we live now? I think it's live. Should be. All right, I think we are good. Awesome, yes. So basically, on this save, you might need to refresh it. Cool, cool. Awesome. Alright, yeah, so we're going to play this map as accurately as we can based on the area. Which means crops and equipment and whatnot. So we're going to get started here. I'll show you guys kind of what I've already done off screen. I don't know how long this is going to last in terms of this first one, but I'm definitely going to try to finish this series after at least a year. The last one kind of fell flat. Howdy. So we got our two combines there, 9650 and then 9400, and then we have one of our big tractors here, which is the MT800. We got the Macdon and the Swather head. We got our tillage and plowing. This is a great map, man. It's one of the best. We got our Case 9380 here, our second large tractor. Actually 9370. We got our two headers, two 630s, air seeder, box seeder with a Magnum, old grain truck, big grain cart, and then our hay baler. And then I think there's, oh yeah, got our semi, which this is going to get a little bit of work. This is an old truck I've been working on shortly after FS19 was released. But I'm going to put a what they call a drum on the back here, which will hold some additional hay bales. Got the Merit A train, and then out here in this field we have two final things here. Got my third person view here. Got our service truck. And we have our skid steer. It appears the service truck is no longer stuck. So let's see here. Oh. Okay. Nope, we're still stuck. Alright, so that's stuck. I gotta get this out. I think we will use, yeah, the third person is not very good. We're gonna use one of our tractors here. So we have three fields. 28, 33, and then the farm. I'm going to rip this field here, and then we're going to go... I don't have any money. Yeah, only 56,000 left. And I spent quite a bit on equipment. So this right here is going to be the most unrealistic part of the whole series. Trying to get this thing out. But yeah, a lot of the people I've seen play this map, play it kind of like an American grain farm. And it really is not. It's a unique map. It really is. And it deserves to be played in a unique way. I work with a friend of mine who's a scripter. And he added grass seed to the map, so we'll be doing at least one field of that. And then we'll do some small grains and a couple other things. But we're not going to have like a ton of placeables and whatnot. I have a toe strap, but I don't think it'll work. I'm just going to push this out. Don't mind me. Hey. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get the yeah, that part is definitely not realistic. And this, I might have to do the same thing with this little Massey. Let's see here. Oh, come on. You can do it. Or not. Yeah. I was driving off screen and I apparently lost focus. And with this this script here. Oh, come on. I'm doing well, man. Oh. A little bit too hard. Almost there. There we go. Alright. So there's that. So that'll probably be the most unrealistic part of the whole series. At least that's the hope. Alright. Turn that off. And let's fold these ramps. Oh, come on. This pickup truck is not very impressive. There we go. That is a realistic vehicle from the mod hub. And it is definitely definitely realistic. I'm definitely gonna have to pay attention because I am running seasons here. And this this climate, whoa, means I will be getting stuck if I don't pay attention. All right. Let's stop there. Yes, very squeaky door. I'm surrounded by squeaky doors. Alright, so we're going to go back and grab the 2623 and then we're going to rip this. I think I'll probably go grab some seed. I'd like to get the hired worker going. Yeah, that's a nice script. It can be frustrating if you don't really have proper equipment, but I think we'll be good. All right. And I also have manual attach. Which this one does not have hoses. Okay. Family. Yep. All right. So I believe I'm going to plant this field with grass. And then we'll do the other one with some kind of small grain. Okay. Only bummer is I do not have multi-terrain angle. So there will be a little bit of roughness on the edges. That shouldn't be too bad. Crows are trying desperately to get out of the way. All right. And some of this more tedious long-term work I'm going to have to do off-screen because I don't think you guys want to watch me till for a half an hour. But this field is fairly small. So I do have GPS, but I don't think I'm going to use it yet. I think we'll go around twice, and then we will turn on the hired worker. Because the AI gets easily confused. Well, anything we can do to help them is good. All right. Wasn't bad. Alrighty. Round and round we go. I do like this tillage tool though quite a bit. One of the better ones for FS19. I think I got it from Yes Mods. And actually, I believe I can run a cultivator behind it. Come back and get those spots. I need to see if the no cotton script works, because there should be no cotton on this map ever. Not realistic for the area. We shall see. I think if I go around once more, the AI should be able to figure that out. Should be able to paint within the lines. Yeah, so before this series is over, I'm going to try to finish an A-train set like these hoppers, but for flatbeds. Because technically all the grass seed should be baled as hay, and then we'll have basically a double crop to sell. Yes, I did. But I think I'm going to use the MacDon instead. All right. What do you guys think? Should we finish it or should we hire the worker? I think we should finish it. It's not that big, it'll only take a couple more minutes. Maybe like 3 or 4 more passes. And if you look on the screen, you'll see that motor load and slip. So that basically tells me whether or not I'm about to bury the tractor. The higher the slip, the more it's going to sink in. At a certain point, the tractor will start to dip into the field. So I really like that. I tried it on another map. It makes you pay more attention to how hard you're running stuff and how much your wheels are spinning, or tracks in this case. I doubt I can get this tractor stuck, but you never know. Swing around here. I have to clean up these bits on the last pass. The Magnon is by Gilby. It's in the custom modding group. And we're using that same Magnon to swath canola with a different header. I believe it's called Realistic Vehicle, or Added Realism for Vehicles. It's on the official mod hub. And I would recommend it. It doesn't make things impossible, but it does challenge you a little bit. I believe it will work for anything. It just basically determines what the terrain is, and then based on that, it determines your wheel slip. And with seasons, it's like 50 degrees right now, and so there will be some realistic ground moisture that would come into play. Yeah. I don't use Vehicle Inspector in some of those, but I do use quite a few scripts. I have one that adjusts the weight of various crops and stuff. Again, it adds some realism. One thing I don't like about these challengers is how they turn. It's very difficult to get line back up. So you're pivoting off of that center. It's like a skid steer, basically. But it'll do. I did not want to run in a 100% case farm, even though there's a lot of good case stuff out there. But try to have a nice mix. And depending how long I can keep this going and actually commit to playing, I will try to upgrade some equipment over time with what's available mod-wise. I know there's a 2388 coming out from Devo that I'm definitely interested in. So we shall see. We're almost there. Ah, yes. Yeah, that one's way too big for this map. The only one I've seen that could suit it is one LR Modding is working on. It's a smaller toe behind, but that C580. See, there are people that again are not playing based on the area that would run something massive like that, and it might finish the field, but I mean it's good to play realistically. A Canadian map, a Australian map, Maybe even some parts of Europe could definitely run something that big, but not on these tight roads and these small fields. It'll take a little bit of extra time, but I think it'll be more of a challenge. Almost done. And I really don't think I have anything off here. I believe I have plowing on, I have lime on. So it's gonna be a challenge in single player. But challenges are good. All right. Got about 3 to 4 more passes. Yes. Seasons, I believe I am on. All tests. I am on 6-day seasons. Yes, I have seen those as well. Those are corn and soybean planters. Corn and soybeans are really not crops in this area. There are some people that grow corn, but it's not really what we were normally accustomed to. Yep, so this is day 2 of spring. And this field, as strange as it sounds, I am planting grass in a field that was grass. But technically, this is not, the grass we're going to be growing is not really it's not a wild grass. It's not just like grass growing in a field. It's specific grass varieties. We don't really have that set up, but that part we can kind of role play as having like a fescue or ryegrass or something that is desirable for an end market that would be grown in a field like a normal crop, harvested like a normal crop, and then replanted. Or for those crops that are perennials, it would grow back itself. And I believe our grass will be a perennial. That's the way it's scripted. I'm not going to run animals because animals are more of a multi-person job. And no one is actively playing this map with grass seed, so I think that'll be where this series can stand out a little bit. In other news, I picked up a controller today. So our 5M gameplay, which will be returning to the channel probably this weekend, should be significantly better. Definitely the driving bits. All right. One final, slightly strange little chunk. And for those of you that are not familiar with grass seed as a crop, grass seed is essentially what it sounds. It's grass seed. Grasses are grown in fields. They're allowed to ripen to seed instead of being cut, like normal mown grass. And then that grass is let to dry and let mature, and then they pick it up kind of like you would pick up canola. The pickup header in a combine. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm using his lighting with seasons right now. Looks a lot better. All right. So this is our only field that was kind of fallow, I guess you would say. I spin around and grab this last section. And we shall see. All right. I think there's two more little bits. There's one up there. I think there's one more back. Hey, what's up? Alrighty, so that is done. Here it is here. All right. Field complete. Yeah, so 28. In fact, the more I think about it, I think we'll just run. Might do grass in both fields this year. The manual attaching script, I think, is a nice bit of what's going on here. There we are. Nice bit of realism. Okay. So let's straw pellets and seed grass. Okay. does not appear. Alright. So let's find ourselves some seed. I don't believe these are triggers. Okay. So I need to figure out a way to get some seed here. I think I'm going to use this let's bring this cart inside, and then we will take this over and try to find ourselves some seed. Okay. Alrighty. I think let's store this over in the corner. Okay. All right. To the seed barn, which I think actually is just going to be the store. This truck is by ONK Used Mods, I believe. Wow. I'm going to focus. It's a Ford, yeah. I had to figure out a way to get that cart back to the store. And it's not the most unrealistic thing. You probably could pull a grain cart with a grain truck. Not very fast. Probably a special hitch or something. Alright. Let's not wreck the truck. I think I turned traffic off. Okay. Traffic on. Yeah, some things will definitely be inaccurate to real life, but the vast majority of it should not be. Whoa. That was not good driving. Okay. There's our hay bale stacker there. So let's buy some seed. How much does this thing hold? 14,000 liters. This is 2,100 liters, okay? Let's buy this next part will not be realistic. I'm going to use my super strength. Because technically, well, no, actually not. I'm going to grab a forklift. Well, forklift should be somewhere around here. No. Those are merits. Merit. I forget the name. I converted them from 17. I made the pup out of one of them. All right. Actually, let's see here. What do I have? I do not have anything there. Do I have low loaders? Yeah. No, they're not public. They're not actually finished either. Just a personal edit. I think I can unload this directly into the grain bed. We shall find out. No. I cannot. Okay, that's not good. Can we sell those? No, cannot sell them. Okay. Let's bring the whole cedar down and try it that way. Farmyard is a little bit too tight. There we are. Yep. But I've already bought these, so I might as well use them. But we'll have to get bags next time. Some here. We have, that's the economy. No. Ah. Yep. So as you can see, our planting season for our seed grass is fairly short. But our harvest season is fairly early. So that's a benefit. And I will split this. I'm going to do one field of barley and one field of grass. So let's see if we can actually make it to the store without being taken out by an AI car. I'm going to have to turn traffic off. Oh. Got caught on something. I think I'll turn it off. There's way too much traffic for these back roads. And I kind of need to run down the middle of the road with this huge cedar and setup. Not sure why we have a John Deere steering wheel, but it could have something to do with the auto steer system. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I bought the optional John Deere auto steer, which you can see on the hood, on the roof. So that changes the steering wheel. That makes sense. All right. Getting out of here is going to be quite difficult. But we will figure that out later. Barley, open cover. See if this works. No. There is a way to unload these, and I don't know how it is. That is very strange. That's one more time. I'm going to push them off into the corner and get some bags. 'Tis strange. Alright. I will figure that out later. Let's just drop this one here. Yep. No. One thing about FS pallets that really bother me is how difficult they are to get off your forks. Okay. So instead, we're going to buy big bags. And if someone who is more knowledgeable than me knows how to get the seed out of these pallets, please let me know. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll figure it out somehow. I don't want to do it on stream. Because I know there are better things to do than watch me fight with that. Seed big bag. Huh. Technically, there should be like a hopper that I can just drive under with the truck. That would be best. But you don't have that. That is just fine. Hey, Lone Wolf. Good to see you back. How are you doing today? All right. I don't know if that's enough or not. How much do we have? Oh, it's... yeah. We have decreased spray rate. Let's try with just 2. I'm doing well, man. In real life, I need to start. But in the game, yes, I have pretty impressive strength. Whoa. If FS pallets were not so sticky, I would be doing this with the forklift, but I don't know exactly why. They seem to stick to the forks. That's very annoying. So I try to avoid using them. I think I need to switch covers. Nope. Yeah, we actually have a pretty good crowd today. Okay, so that's must be the first spin. That's weird. Next cover. Yeah, let's try that one. I really like the fact that this actually has a working ladder. Even though it does not look exactly realistic coming down. Whoa. Okay. Alright. That should be enough to get us started. Let's see how it goes. I need to get out of here. Nice. I was going to stream earlier, do some ATS, but kind of decided against it. I had some other stuff going on, so I will be streaming some more ATS without lag, hopefully, and without crashing and all the other issues we were having. Seem to have gotten past those. All right, made it. Let's get back out into the road. Oh no, that's not fun. Yeah, my advice to you guys who are trying to start up channels is just post more. I've posted not enough, but way more than I was in years past, and the results have shown up. I am benefited by having a significant Facebook following, but even without that, just consistency, it will build a following. Just have to work on content quality mainly. I know my 5M stuff has not been very good, so hopefully the next one will be worth the time. So my goal for this stream is to try to finish planning. I believe I'll pull onto this side road and then check my seasons menu again. I believe I can start planting barley as well. Hopefully. I really like this field right here. Oh man. That sign got in the way. There it is. Okay. So Alt S. I can plant barley now. Okay. So barley should go into the ground. Yep. That's because of the auto steer. It actually is accurate. Because you can run John Deere auto steer on a case. But then apparently that changes the steering wheel. I noticed it myself. I thought something was really wrong. But apparently it isn't. No, this is actually a custom script written by the same guy that wrote the crop extension mod. So basically it adds grass seed to his mod. And then it changes the way grass is done. That's the simplest way I can put it. I don't know all that went into the scripting and stuff, but it makes it so that you can have a harvestable grass seed crop that grows kind of like wheat and stuff. And let's lower our sower. Turn on our sower. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is my first time experimenting with it. So we shall see how it goes. No, this is a single player. Just me, myself, and I. I might have a friend help me out, but I'm not sure. For now, it's just going to be me. And I'm not going to take on too much, so it shouldn't be too hard to manage. That's where that turn right there is where you would see multi-terrain angle really come into its own, but it'll be on a future version of this edit. Yeah, no, he stepped away from that. He has a group which I don't think is open to the public, and then we talk separately, in PMs and stuff. He's a good guy. One of the smartest people in the community at this point, I'd say. We need a lot more like him. Because scripts are really where the game takes on new it takes on a higher quality. Oh yeah. Laptops are finicky sometimes. They can be finicky. Computers just in general can be. Yep. Yeah, I believe he's still working on that. Community extension, I think, is what it's called now. It's one of those people that, I try to surround myself with talented people as I can. Talented people that are, decent people as well. Because I know there's people that are skilled but are, I don't know, their personalities and mine don't agree. But he definitely is a cool guy. And he's always trying to push limits and stuff. And that's what you have to do. I mean, the game is very, very capable with the addition of scripts, but the game maker really does not push it, and most modders are not scripters. And most people in the American community are focused on pickups and, all kinds of ridiculous stuff. Like I was saying, we're gonna get the. My guess is we'll get the brand new 2020 Ford Bronco before we get like a proper deer, like 90s articulated tractor. So, what would I recommend? I should post my specs. I have a HP Pavilion with an AMD Ryzen 7, and then I don't know. I'm not really a computer guy. I don't claim to be one, but it's a solid system. It runs FS right now. I'm doing like almost 30 FPS, 25. Exactly, yeah. I don't understand that, you know. The AT4 I shared on my page. I like those in person as well as in game, but it gets a little bit ridiculous. I mean, the number of pickups we have in FS. There are more pickups in FS than driving games. Like ATS has almost no pickups. FS has like every type of Ford from like 1950 all the way to the present day. Every body style, every trim level. You have like thousands of options, wheels and boxes and tires, and it's like, you know, I think there are better ways we could use our. Not saying that I don't like pickups. Hello from America. How are you doing? Thanks for watching. Yeah, there are better things we can do with our resources. So, but people do what they want to do. So, I've done semis for most of my modding career. There are people that do pickups. There are people that do scripts. There are people that do combines. Sid is trying to make the entire deer lineup of combines from like 1990 to present day. Yeah. That's one of the beauties of this game. That part I cannot complain about. I believe I have. And it's a nice truck. On this save, again, I'm trying to play realistically, so brand new pickup first year, and we're like $1 million in debt, is a little bit unrealistic. I have a bunch of stuff. A lot of it is private. Some is unfinished. Some never reached the game. The merit hoppers, which I don't know if you can see them. You can kind of see them in the distance. Merit hoppers I have converted. They're the 40 foot, it was a conversion. The 20 foot I kind of kit bashed it out of another one, and then the pickup, I'm not the pickup, the semi in front of it I also did. Yeah, definitely. We need stuff that people use in real life, like Steigers, for example. Like the Steiger tractor line is still in use all over North America. They're beautiful machines. They're powerful. They're capable. And yet there's like 0 of them available. There's some in FS19, but that takes conversion. And then you have to do the textures, and you got to do this, you got to do that. You know. It's interesting. Yes, I saw that. Okay, NMC is working on stuff. There's a bunch of people working on PS4 and console stuff. I don't play on console, so the variety we have available on PC is much more significant, but it is nice to see more of a variety for everyone. And hopefully some of the complaints will go away with it. Yeah, versatiles. Exactly, 2388. some of the older, just older stuff. Gleaners. Machines that people are still using that don't get talked about a lot, but still they're an important part of, American farming culture. Same with trucks. I mean, if you look at the semi-trucks, and I am at fault for this myself. If you look at the semi-trucks, you have Whiskey Sierra Modding, who is basically the first guy in FS history to make Freightliners, like consistently. And Freightliners are very popular on farms, but there's almost none of them. So it's an interesting thing. I don't know if I'm going to finish this field or not. I don't think I am. Might need some more seed here. Olivers are cool. Yeah, exactly. And with me, I'm not really brand partial. I like Agco. I like Fendt a lot. I'd like to see a proper American 900 series. We have the proper American 1000, but I thought 900 would be nice. But I like variety. I like to see variety, and I like, even if it's not public, just seeing people play based on what they know. Which is why I'm playing Lone Oak. Because Lone Oak is, I'm from the West Coast, and Lone Oak is one of the best West Coast maps. So that's definitely something that I think is underrated. Yes, exactly. Fords. Look at how few Fords we have. L8000, L9000, L7000, Freightliners. Yep. Yeah, it's just rare. Internationals. The S series is literally completely unrepresented in FS. I don't believe there is one person that currently has one, even private. I think someone's working on one, but I don't think there is one that's actually finished. And there's tons of those trucks out there. So it's interesting. It's very interesting to see how people react. I think I can hire a worker. Finish this field. I'm going to go around one more time. Yeah. Totally. I am going to... Yeah, there's hire worker. Okay. Hey, Kevin. What's up? Good to see you again. Yeah, those are cool machines, A lot of classic iron that's still bringing in, making a living for people. And it's the same. It's the same with other games. Just a patch there. I think I can hire. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so we got a hired worker. See if they get confused. Should go right. Don't go straight into the trees, please. Oh my goodness. Look at this disaster. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Alright, well, that was a good idea, but it was a disaster. Oh yeah, exactly. Sound, um, just beautiful machines. Just beautiful machines. I need to turn it on, to lower it, and to turn it on. Yeah, I was gonna say before I got distracted. It's the same with ATS. ATS is another game that I really like. ATS has a significant community that just works on Peterbilts. Like there are multiple, like probably half a dozen or more Peterbilt 379s. And I love the Peterbilt 379. I think it's one of the best looking trucks ever. But there's like an entire segment of American trucking that is just completely ignored. We have never had a decent Cascadia. Cascadia is not a truck that I get excited to see, but they're everywhere. And you would think that you would have one or two that were pretty solid, and yet there really aren't any. And so it's interesting to see how creativity doesn't really extend to every corner, I guess you could say. So, and again, I'm at fault for the same things. I've worked on Peterbilts. I've worked on a lot of stuff that a lot of people are also working on. But I'm just one person. When it's a whole community doing it, that's a different story. So. Oh, nice. To be honest, I use very little from the mod hub, so oh, we ran out of seed. Why would you want to remove the two farms? Oh, nice. Cool. Let's bring in some more seed. Seed big bag. I understand everyone wants to edit everything, and that's your right. But I will say that Lone Oak is probably the most accurate American map out there. Both the terrain and the buildings and just the way it's set up, it is accurate. I know the man whose family actually owns the farm, and they based it directly off of info he gave. So I understand people want to edit, but just do realize that anything that's edited is likely making it less realistic. And if that's your thing, more power to you. That's why I'm doing this series, because I've watched, and I'm not saying this to demean other modders, because I know I'm not modders, streamers, but there are guys that have followings that dwarf mine, and I watch them and I'm like, okay, like that literally is not how anything is done. But tons of people watch them, so who am I to tell them how to do it differently? I don't really want to be the most popular streamer out there. I want to be someone that has unique content and just fun stuff. I want it to be a good time. I know I have a good time when I play. I had a blast last night. 4 bags should be enough. Well, let's get 6. The only thing about Lone Oak that's not realistic is, like I said, what has been added with this version I have, which is grass seed. But the farms are spot on. I believe they're actually based on 1-to-1 farms in real life. And if this was a larger map, which I wish it was, you could have some like vintage grain elevators and all the stuff that comes with them. A train maybe. 1x maps are limiting. But it's decent regardless. I would play the Millennial Farmer map, but I don't know. I think we'll do a fly through or something, some kind of video here in the next couple of days or weeks, I guess. But I don't think I'll be playing it as a series. All right. Back on the road. FS steering is quite possibly the worst steering out there. A little bit fast. That's the default one, right? With those maps, I always struggle with them, and the reason I do is that they focus so much on squeezing everything in. Thought we had working mirrors. That's too bad. They try to squeeze everything in, and by the nature of this game, my goodness, I gotta be careful that I don't get stuck out here. Ooh. Yep, we're gonna get stuck. Come on. You see, my slip is up to 70. And if I gun it, I'm gonna sink right in. You can make it. This is realistic. Like in real life, driving in a muddy field with a truck with somewhat bald tires, you probably would get stuck. That is realistic vehicle. It's on the official mod hub. I think we're gonna make it. Oh, only a couple more feet. think we're in the clear. Yes. Okay. So basically what it does, the script, is it looks at the type of ground, so gravel versus plow, or cultivate, and then it looks at your tires. So your tires, are they mud tires, are they street tires? And that's all coded in the XML. So that vehicle, basically has street tires, and it does not perform well in these conditions. So I think if I just go right here and open up my bird hopper, I'm not bird hopper, seed hopper, we should yep, no seed, okay. One thing I will say, after playing GTA for long enough, man, you come into a game like FS or even ATS, and you're like, okay, like I want to hit, I believe it's the E key, and you realize, oh, like there is no get out of the vehicle animation. I think I hope this is going to work. Yes. That was very unimpressive. The bed didn't even raise. It dumps too quickly. All right. Yeah, it's kind of an eye-opener as to what a game really can do. That's why I've been enjoying playing it so much. Or when someone gets bumped by a vehicle, they fall down. Like they don't just clip through. My favorite mod. You gotta be way more specific. Are you talking about scripts or vehicles or DLCs or some other category? DLCs, if we're going to say that, I would say probably the Kloss one. I'm a big fan of Kloss. I'm bummed that it's a DLC and not a mod, because that severely limits my ability to... Hey, Riley. It really limits my ability to use it, because Giants is just so... Giants does not put a lot of effort into their DLCs, so it's not animated, and they're not opening doors, and they're not a lot of stuff that by now has become standards of good mods, but Giants just is not up to task. As far as vehicles go, that's a hard one. I really like some of the stuff, not to toot my own horn, but a couple of the trucks I did in 17. A 385 Peterbilt, which was at one point the only 385 Peterbilt in the world. Project 3XX took that title away. That's a nice truck. I like it. 5.9 stuff is definitely at the top of my list as far as other people's work. And then, like cars, I really don't know if I have a favorite pickup. I like Blue Modding's Dodge because it has really nice file sizes, but it's up in the air. Combines, probably anything by Sid. Sid has done a great job. I would say his X9 is probably my favorite of stuff that's currently in the works. Just because it looks cool. It really looks cool. It's a cool machine. And I'll definitely be running one on a future video. Probably have a walk around like we've done in the past, a mod review, and then we'll have some gameplay with one on our upcoming save. Tractors, I mean, I would say the Fendt 1000 series by Custom Modding. Like, it's like the only Fendt out there that actually has proper wheels, proper not blinkers, like warning bars. It's one of the best. There's some things I would improve about it. I would like to see more animations and stuff, opening doors and whatnot, but it's one of my favorites. We put like 50 hours on 2 of them in our Medicine Creek save. It was pretty incredible, actually, how much real life time we spent in those. I like this Case 9380 here. Again, things I would improve, but it's decent. Yeah, Steam Camper, they do a good job. They do a great job. I'm most looking forward to their 9030 series Deers. That's one of my favorite modern tractors. And I think it should be something that's included. I don't understand the way FS runs their business. If we're going to call this a farming simulator and you have nothing that's old or almost nothing, it's not really a farming simulator. It's a new tractor simulator. Like, farmers use a lot of old equipment. So, I don't know. I do not know, but I have many opinions. I have many opinions. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this stream after I finish this field. And then off stream I'm going to do that second field because you guys don't want to watch. I assume you guys don't want to watch me drive in circles for 2 straight hours. Oh wow. Yeah, start them young. Sorry to hear about your loss. Yeah. No, I agree. Straight trucks they're underrated. So like a Steam message just came through. Check that out in a bit. Yeah, that's how it feels some days, man. I don't know what it is. I'm going to try not to fast forward time too much. We will Yep. Yeah. I know how tough that can be. I've had, thankfully, no one recently, but I've had one in the past few years that it was tough. It was really tough. As for my controversialness, I mean, I don't know. People don't like people to have an opinion. It's a free country, and I have an opinion. I'm not always right. I'm not right a lot of the time. But I share my opinion, for better or for worse. You know, I'm not saying anything that's dangerous or violent or whatever. You know, hey, this is the way I see it. So I mean, for example, this tractor, which was a patron mod at one point, there's no dirt inside the tires. You can see wheels are completely clean. Now, a lot of people would say I'm just nitpicking, but if you're driving a tractor through this field, as long as I've been running, there should be dirt in those tires. Now, maybe there is no dirt. I don't know. But that's the problem I have with patron mods. Is people kind of just pump stuff out, and the community's like, oh my goodness, a mod, what do I do with myself? Here's my wallet. And it's not always, the quality is not always worth the price. And I'll say the same for other games. ATS is the same way. This is India Mims, which is, Artie Allen's is okay. Artie Allen is an interesting character, but his mods are not typically stuff I use. Not that he does a bad job, it's just not stuff I use. So yeah, no, I hope you get to join us one of these days on our MP server. We have a good time there, we really do. And we're gonna, I guess I can talk about it now since I'm just kind of driving in circles here. So right now we're in Australia, on the MP server. And when we come back, next week we'll be continuing on there. We'll be doing some cotton. We'll be doing some swathing, a little bit of swathing. Then I'm going to try Europe, because I don't think we've ever as a group done European farming, and I think European farming is interesting. So we're going to do a European save, and we're going to do beets, and then probably some canola, straight cut canola, and some regular grain. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll be around. I don't plan on shutting the server down anytime soon. I think it's been a good idea. It was an experiment. But I think actually was a success. And I think a lot of people had a lot of fun as a result of it, and I think we should keep it going. So I have a problem with everyone being focused on everything being private. Private mods are important. There's nothing wrong with private mods, but when everything is private, it's like, okay, you know, what does that mean for the community? I used to be a proponent of that, actually. I was like, okay, like these idiots in the community that are leaking stuff and causing problems, you know, hey, let's just all go private. We'll have a 100% private mod community and see what happens. And the more I think about it now, I think that would be like the worst thing possible. Because people enjoying the game is, it's a good thing. There's nothing bad about it. And so I definitely, as a somewhat popular YouTuber and kind of semi-retired modder. I want to create a safe place where people can enjoy themselves and, you know, give them an opportunity at least to have fun. So now when FS, whatever the next number is, comes out, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'll switch. I don't know what will happen, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right. So take ourselves a screenshot. Nice. That was a good time, man. That really was. I don't know how well you guys could hear Neil, but Neil really he really was having a good time with that. Yeah, definitely, and that's what I'm thinking about. You know, it's like, okay, switch, and then what? You lose everything, start from scratch. You know, I don't know how many more times I can do this. I'm about a decade into this hobby, and every time I start over, I don't really feel like I'm really gaining that much. So I think we just have to take it one day at a time. All right, so we are field 28 is platted. Field 33 needs lime. Well, 28 needed plowing too. Oh, and back to your question there, Lone Wolf. As far as UMRV is concerned, unlikely. The next American map we're probably going to be on is Kirksville by TXR. It's a 16x map. It's about the size of, sadly, a pickup truck mod. It's about 500 megabytes. And it is quite possibly the best 16x out there. I was playing on it. I got an early copy. I'm going to help him out a little bit with some things that I'd like to change. What am I looking for here? But it's an absolutely great map. So we'll probably be on that after Europe. But I want to be in Europe for probably a good month and a half or two. So probably end of the year, we'll be switching back to an American map. And yeah, we'll see. We'll set up, yeah. Rear attacher, no. No. At least this. I believe on this map there's a lime trigger. I could be wrong. I'm looking for crop protection. Where are you? Why can't I find anything today? Ah. Here we are. Fertilizer. Okay. I'm going to spread some lime. which again, realism's sake, I'm still up in the air. I'm currently looking at Hohen Loco, which is the name of a 4-time Euro map that is 1-to-1 scale, including buildings, of a real place. I played it in single player, and it was pretty decent. And this is absolutely ridiculous. So I might try that. We'll see. We'll see. If you have suggestions, I will take them. I cannot guarantee anything. It has to be large. What in the world? Forget I have. I believe there is a lime trigger. Lime station. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I wish this guy Carl Farms. Yeah, MVP is a great map. HOHENLUCKOW. Hohen Loco. It's a 4X map. MVP is another 4X map. There's a bunch of options. But the beauty of doing European is that we'll be able to use default equipment. And the beauty of using default equipment is that we can have a big farm and significant numbers of equipment, but without error issues and downloading and whatnot. So, and an even greater benefit of doing Euro is that the public equipment we use will be of significantly high quality. Yes, Candlin is also a good map. Yep, exactly. There are a ton of options. An absolute ton of options. So we'll see. Alright, if you guys are willing to hang in there for a little bit longer, I'm going to lime this field and then we'll call this stream good. It should not take very long. Yeah, for the next FS map to wow me is going to take a lot of effort. And I just don't see Giants putting in that effort. They've not done that in the past, and I'm not saying they're not capable of it. I'm not expecting it. So it might just turn out that I don't go. It's unlikely because I say that every time, and then I end up doing it anyways. So we shall see. Start filling. Fill with lime. All right. Should be good about there. All right. So what we'll do is we will. Oh dang. And we're going to turn on decrease spray rate. Well, that decrease spray rate script makes FS a much better game. That is a very thick lime spray. Yeah, I haven't tried that one. But yeah, there are a number of options. And we shall see. Turn off my flashers. I remember using this thing in the past. I don't remember it having that thick of a spray pattern. My goodness. Yeah, it does the job, I guess. We're gonna have to lease a sprayer. We're gonna have to do quite a few things. But I'm hoping that we can make some good money off of this grass crop and then turn that into more fields. So we shall see. Yeah. If Giants made the map, pretty much that means I don't like it. They are good at making objects. They're really good at making objects. But that is about all she wrote. Again, they tried so hard to just fit everything in. And it's ridiculous. That is one of the strangest particle systems I've ever seen. But it is. It's fine. Cotton should not grow here. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully the AI will replant these other fields. We shall see. It's that, and it's a lot of, it's just, I think I am of the opinion, probably a controversial one, that Giants knows less about farming equipment than some 5-year-old kids. They don't grasp farming at all. And as a game developer, which I am not, but I am a critique, you have to understand what you're trying to simulate. You know, with ATS, which is not a simulator in the truest sense of the word, but it's closer than FS, like at times I feel like I'm driving a truck. Like the truck feels heavy, it takes a while to stop. There are challenges of backing and whatnot. But this game, I don't feel those same challenges. I feel like I'm kind of in a perfect world, per se. Nothing really ever goes wrong. Like there's not going to be a windstorm that knocks over my crop. Like that just doesn't happen. There's not going to be a tornado or a hailstorm. There's not going to be an extremely rainy spring and all my equipment gets stuck in the fields. I'm not going to clog a fuel filter on the tractor or have to give it some ether. You know, I mean, it's, you wake up in the morning, if you use the sleep system, which you don't have to, but you wake up in the morning, and basically it's going to be a great day. Like nothing bad. No, there's not going to be no pests. There's not going to be any. Nothing is going to happen that's going to cause your farm to fail or struggle or whatever. And I feel that kind of that's not really farming. Farming is one of the most challenging careers in the world. Like farmers go through. I'm gonna store crop here. Farmers go through more than we really can imagine if you're not a farmer to make crops grow. I mean, the weather issues, prices, etc., etc. Farming is not a walk in the park. And I think if the game was more accurate, it really could do that justice. It could show, especially the younger generation, some of the challenges. And if it showed those challenges, people would come to appreciate the food that's in the store. But if you play this game, you're like, man, this is easy. Just start my tractor. Like here. I'm not going to break a ripper shank. I'm not going to... There's a bunch of things that in real life would and could happen. That will not happen as a guarantee on this map. I can ram headlong into a tree. There's a bunch of stuff I can do. And the everything just runs as normal. Nothing breaks. Just runs as normal. My favorite singer. I have a. I don't know if I have a favorite at this moment. I'm a big fan of this guy named Zach Williams. He's a Christian musician. I believe he's out of Tennessee, and he has a nice testimony. He has some songs that I've greatly enjoyed. He's definitely near the top. There's a couple others. My music tastes are just very non-traditional. Growing up the way I did, so a lot of the people I have heard of or have followed, very few people would even recognize. But yeah, I would say he's one of my favorites. There's a guy named Don Moen who is around, still is around, but he was more popular kind of back in the day, and big fan of his stuff too. But yeah, I don't really listen to popular music, just as a general rule of life. This might be our new. Whoa. Nice picture there. But yeah, I would put him up there, and there's a couple others. Marty Nystrom is another one. Same genre of music, but also in past day. So yeah, hope that answers your question. I would love to play some in the background at times, but I'm sure that would run into some kind of copyright issue. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would say my knowledge of film is much better than my knowledge of music. I watch a lot of films. I just don't listen to a lot of contemporary music and stuff. All right. Whoa. Gotta stay focused. Tired farmer. I think this is a good moment right here to call this stream closed. Because this field needs to be planted, and I got some other stuff to do, so I think I'm gonna call it. And thank you guys for watching. And I will definitely, I can with almost 100% certainty say that there will be a video number 2 of my Lone Oak gameplay. But it's 16:41 in the game. It's getting pretty late at night, and I think it's a good spot to call it. So thank you guys for watching. If you have not subscribed, I would encourage you to do so. If you have subscribed, thank you.